press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to your social science class. Yes, we were discussing about political parties, right? So what actually is who or why? All these things we have already discussed. Who comes under political party? Okay, whether any person can join as a party to the politics. Okay, so is that possible? So why do we need these political parties? What exactly they do? So all these things we have discussed in the previous class. So as we know that there are many national political parties, right? There are many parties. They do come together just to take care of the nation. See what happens? Election matters a lot, right? So political parties, they come together, not see, each and every person is having their own political parties. They are having their own ideas. They come up with their own policies and all. So whichever is favorable, okay, whichever is favorable to the people, whichever is really outstanding, or which they feel that yes, this is helping for the welfare, okay, for the welfare of the society, or it is adding for any of the development, then definitely those political parties will be given importance. So every now and then these political parties do keep changing, right? So what happens? People from one party, they change their party to the other. So these things are common. If at all you people are like minds needed, right, when it comes to political parties and all, no doubt unlike minds are also needed just to give ideas. Okay, ideas matters a lot. So what happens? Unlike minds also sometimes meet together only because if they have one objective. Okay, if they have one objective, that is possible. In the last class, or say the previous class, we had discussed about few of the things like how or why this political parties are very much important. How do they play their role? Okay, how important they are to this particular politics? Okay. Yes, so as we know that there are many political parties, okay, who are working, who are really having their own ideas. They come up with their own ideas, own policies. Okay, apart from that, even they have the role of opposition. Okay, if they do not win, definitely the winning party will be called as the ruling party, right? When the political parties have been formed just for the sake of election itself, just for the betterment of the society, like they are representing people and all, right? So if at all they win the election, definitely they will be ruling government, and the one who lose, or the person who has come the second, will be considered as the opposition party here. So when it comes to political parties, they play a major role. Okay, they are very much necessary. Now, if we say that political parties are important, then why they are important? Okay, what is the necessity of these political parties? Let us know about those things. Very first is, they perform various functions. So the previous class we have already discussed, right, about the various functions these people do carry out. So those functions you have to know, like how those functions are carried out. Okay, this is the first thing. The second, it is not possible, okay, why democracy cannot exist without political parties. So why democracy cannot exist? Why is it not possible to have a democratic nation if there are no any political parties? See, why do we have democratic parties? See, when it comes to people, let me tell you one thing. Imagine we do not have any political parties. Okay, we do not have any party. We do not have any representative for us itself. So it is the people who will be deciding and all. Imagine, if we are thinking about people itself, can those people come together just to decide anything? Will that be possible? Do they have all the knowledge that is needed being a leader? Are they capable of being leader? So all these things matters a lot. That's the reason we need political parties, so that they have certain guidance. Okay, they will be guided by one or the other thing, right? And they always discuss about things. They come up with so many ideas here. So as they are coming up with new ideas, new policies and all, which will be helpful, that is the reason the democracy cannot exist if there are no political parties. And as we know, democracy is nothing but it is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. So when the government is standing itself on the people, okay, like people have to decide certain things, then we need political parties, so that political parties help, okay, to represent the nation. Like we need representatives, right? If not, then we do not we won't be having the policy of democracy. Then we will not be called as democratic like we are not following democratic politics. We never come under democracy. Like we never have, because we do not have any political parties who are having their own parties, okay. They are representing their parties and they are coming for the election, and also why we have to have all those things when we are not at all interested, right? If we do not have any political parties, there won't be any question of democracy. So imagine the nation without any political parties. Will that be possible? That see, we know that candidates are independent, okay, so like they will not be able to make any promises on their own to the people regarding any major policies. This should be avoided when it comes to political parties. No doubt you have to come, you have to represent, okay, no doubt you have to say what exactly you people are planning and all, but definitely you people have no rights. The political parties do not have any rights or power, okay, to make any promise to the people regarding any of the major policies, okay. So the government will be however formed with the utilities. So what happens, the government, how do they form the government? When the majority wins, okay, like majority always wins, right? So people are choosing their like representative, and once they choose they are the decision maker, right? So once they choose the person, okay, as a representative for them, then definitely that person, that government, okay, that government will be ruling government. So as we know that the elected representatives will be accountable for each and everything, okay. See, to their constituency, definitely they have to answer. See, imagine when you have chosen a person as your representative, you really expect something from that particular person. This is quite very common. So if at all you are expecting something from that particular person, the person has to reach those expectations. If he fails to reach, then definitely you will not be able to vote for the person next time, right? So yes, whenever a person has won the election, okay, like if at all he has been chosen as the representative by the people, then definitely he is accountable for each and everything. Whatever he is doing for the betterment of the nation, betterment of the people, welfare of a society, each and everything, he should be accountable. He will be made accountable for all those things. And yes, he should always, it's not only about thinking about only his locality or improvising. No doubt he has to improvise. No doubt he has to improvise, but it should not be in favor of only one particular person or one individual or one house. It should be the society which has elected him, okay, wherein he has been chosen as a representative. So no one will be held responsible for the country, okay, no doubt. No person will be held responsible who will run the country, and all that will not be in the hands of these political parties. Each and every political party, they will be working on their own. Okay, they will be working for their own party, they will be representing that, and definitely they will be working on their own. Yes. So then next is, see, there are many states where we can see the non-party based elections. Okay, they do not have any party and all, they do not have these political parties. So the parties, how they contest, okay, whether they follow any particular manner, yes. So what they do, the parties, they do not contest here, formally they do not. What they do, they divide the village, okay, it is like part of the people. So it is the people who will be electing these people, like the representatives. So what these people will do, they will not be having, they don't have any, they follow always non-party based election. What they do, they divide themselves, okay, they divide the village into many more factions. And these faction puts a panel of its candidates. Now they will be choosing the candidates, okay, those factions will be choosing the candidates. So non-party, you do not have any political party, you do not have any political party of your own, so you need not worry about it, okay, yes. So now that is the reason we find many political parties, whether it is developed nation or developing nation, like this, see, we can see that many of the political parties, like they are not working properly, okay, or say there will be one or the other problem. So when it comes to this political parties, what they are telling, they are no person, as we said, no person is responsible for any of the how to run the government and all, okay, but they need a mechanism to support or restrain the government, okay, to make policies, to make or give the justification for such policies they have come up with. So political parties, they fulfill these needs that every representative government has. So what happens, the rise of political parties links directly with emergence of representative democracy. So that is how the political parties gain importance, because it is giving much more importance for the representative form of government. So or the representative democracy. So what happens here? The political parties, they come together, okay, they feel that yes, they can work in a manner expected from them, and that's the reason they come together, okay, like all the political parties, they groups, it is a like group of people coming together, okay, and they always give a kind of what I can say, because of those people itself, the representative democracy has come into existence. Nothing but we choose the leader, because there are many people. See what happens when you have more choice, you will be like totally you will be confused whom to choose. But yes, when you have when you have group of people, like group in one particular group, one like one political party, so if you know how they are working, what are their policies, so if you have understood each and everything in this, then it will not be difficult to choose the representative. So it is very common, right? Like the larger societies always need a representative democracy. So the larger society, because without any, see, now imagine if you do not have a CR, class representative, so how will your class will be represented, right? Can each and every person talk? If we take up each and every person's opinion, that would be very difficult, because each and every person idea differs from one or the other, right? And what happens, each and every person will be having their own ideas, they will be having their own expressions, like they have their own words and all. So that's the reason it's better to have representatives, so that there won't be any number of opinions coming together. Okay, so the representative, what the political parties they do, they take up all the things. Okay, like they take up all the ideas from people and they consolidate it to one particular idea. So that's the reason we need political parties. So again, the societies are very big. As we all know, the societies are very big and very complex in nature. Do you think so that people will listen to you? Imagine, even if you take class, okay, if you take just a class wherein only 60 people are there, 60, sometimes 50 students are there, those mind will not accept everything whatever the other person tells, because they are having their own opinion. Imagine 6 lakh people, like 60,000 or 6 lakh or maybe more than that. So how to handle those people? It goes very difficult, right? So because each and every person will be having their own opinion, they will be having their own ideas. So no person, that cannot be entertained always. That's the reason, as the societies are very big in nature and very complex in nature, they really need the representative. Okay, so that's the reason we need political parties. So they needed certain ways to bring all the representatives together so that they can form a responsible government. So as you know, the political parties will be having many more representatives, candidates and all, right? So coming together, they can form one government. Okay, so that's the reason we should have this political party. So the government needed a mechanism, okay, through which the government may be formed, okay, the policies can be put up to justify or say to oppose it, or maybe support or restrain. So they have to have some mechanism, right? So what happens, see, if at all, if that's what I said, the difficulty, if only, see, now you can see in the picture itself, right? There are so many people. If you consider so many people, like, yes, I will consider each and every person's opinion, it goes very difficult. That's the reason we have a person called representative. Some mechanism has to be there, right? So that the government will get to know how that can be formed. Okay, nothing but ruling government, how that can be a ruling government, or say like how they can come up with policies. Okay, should we justify it or should we oppose it? Should we support it or restrain it? So there has to be certain mechanism, right? That is the reason the political parties have come into existence, so that one political party wins, definitely that political party will be the ruling government. The second majority, okay, the highest majority will be the ruling. The next one will be the opposing government. Okay, so this is how the mechanism has been carried out. So thus, the political parties, like, they have to fulfill all these needs. Okay, they have to fulfill all the needs that is really necessary, and that every representative government has, parties are very much important, because each and every party is having their own ideas, own policies that can be in favor of the people. So that's the reason we need all these political parties. So how many parties should we have? Is there any particular number? So in democracy, any group of individuals are free to form a political parties. There is no restriction as such, because we are in democratic government, right? So what is democracy then? Definitely it depends upon the people itself, right? So that's the reason there can be group of individuals, and they are free to form any number of political parties, because it is a democratic nation and we follow democracy. So there are many large number of political parties. Okay, as we all know that there are number of political parties very large in nature in our country, and in India there are 750 parties. Imagine, like in the first slide, if you could see, hardly I got maybe 6 to 7, or yes, 7 parties, each having different name, okay, of their own. Only these many things I got. And now 750, imagine 750 parties are there. Maybe all are not active, that is different. Okay, all the parties may not be active, but yes, and they may not be serious about their work, or they may not be seriously into the politics and all. They do not want to represent, but yes, they are working. Okay, they are ready to work. They are working for the betterment of the nation. Excuse me. So when they are doing this, okay, 750 parties are there in India. Okay, they may not be serious about whatever work, whatever political works they are supposed to do, but definitely there are 750 parties. So handful of parties, say like 7 members in the first slide, what I did show. So there you could see 7 parties at least. Likewise, there are many such parties, handful of parties, nothing but countable. Okay, those people, they are there to win the race, nothing but win election. They are in the race. So everybody is, in the race. I want to win. My party has to win. I have to be the representative, right? I have to be in the ruling government. So all these things are expected from the political parties, and definitely they are working very hard to win the election. And yes, they always see that they give the tough competition to the other party. And most of the people, though there are 750, I don't think so like all the 750, as I told you, most of the people, they are not serious. And the one who is serious, they'll be seriously working to win the election. So how many parties are major? Are they effective in nature? So let us know about those things. So there are nations where only one party works and rules the government. These are called one-party system. Definitely India is not having this one-party system. We do have ruling government, we do have opposing government, right? So all those things are very common in nature. So one-party system is one wherein only one party is ruling the government, okay, and they are the one who will be taking care of each and everything related to the nation. Okay, so that is one party government. So now you got to know, right, like how many parties should we have? We don't have any particular number, it totally depends. A moral force in politics, is it possible? Is it necessary? So there is an imaginary story here which is given regarding Kishan Ji. Now he is a person, he is a elected person as a member of parliament. Now there's a discussion, okay, like they are thinking about alternative political formation. So apart from political parties, see, we hate political parties. I'm not talking about me. There are people who really do hate these political parties, because they just to come during the election, they promise you so many things. Definitely if they win, they may or may not do, and totally they are irresponsible. Okay, so this is what they are talking here. Okay, it's not my opinion. They are discussing, they're saying that yes, because of people's movement. Say when it comes to people's movement, these are the small groups coming for the sake of people. Wherever they feel that certain injustice is going on, injustice is made to the people, people are facing injustice, people are the laws are not being taken up in a fair manner. Okay, so when these things are seen, okay, when these things are seen by a few people, what they come up with, they are having, we call it as people's movement. So when it comes to India, there are many people's movement that has been taken place. So yes, it is a small group of people. Just like political parties, they too are having a group of people wherein they discuss about betterment of the people rather than voting, election and all. They do not discuss about these things. But yes, what they do, imagine there is certain injustice going on. Okay, let us take women this itself. Okay, you might have come across many cases, sexual harassment cases and all. You might have read this in newspaper. Imagine she has taken or she has filed a case there. Now the person who has really tortured her or really done something to her is not ready. Okay, and as you all know, judiciary stands upon evidence itself. Lack of evidence, saying the case might be totally dismissed, or maybe the person gets acquitted. So what next? There is an injustice, right? Now the lady has to prove that there was an injustice. Maybe these people's movement and all, through these things they may come up with the solution. Even Nirbhaya's case, okay? How many, there was a large, group of people. They came there, they did lit candles, right? They said that there has to be justice, right? There has to be justice. So any place, if at all there is an injustice, these people's movement, okay, it is a group of people, they come for the sake of people itself, okay, but they are not political parties. Let me tell you again, they are not political parties. So this is common. Now this discussion is related to those people itself, okay. Few people, they are they are in a discussion, they are discussing, okay, they are having a conversation regarding the things that is happening, okay, in different parts of the nation. Now They are the leaders, okay, like they are the very strong people when it comes to people's movement. Now, they are asking, what is this alternative political formation? Because this Kishanji, the person, the elected member of parliament, he came up with this word, that is alternative political formation. Now, they are discussing about the same thing, thinking, what actually is this alternative political formation? Is it important? Should we form should we form our group as a political party? Should we represent, be a representative or something? Like they are having all the confusion here because that is not given as clear as expected. So here there is a conversation between these four ladies, that is Shaheen, Karuna, Sudha and Gracie. Okay, they are talking to each other, and they are from different people's movement group from different parts of the country. And they have met, they are discussing, that is about people's future, thinking what will happen, what exactly they have to do, all those things they are discussing. So while while the discussion was going on, they came up with a topic regarding to Kishanji. They said that Kishanji is a friend, okay? He is having friendly nature, even he is a political philosopher. Apart from that, he is a moral guide, okay, to the for the movement group, the people who is carrying out all this people's movement and all. For them, he can be considered as a godfather here, okay, nothing but he is helping, or say he is rather supporting those things. Now, while discussing, they have come up with this person's topic. Now, he has suggested, if we wish to bring, okay, a fundamental social transformation, see, small transformations or small reformation, it is very easy. Small things do happen very easily, like yes, you can do it without any other person's knowledge. But if you are planning for a very big reformation or transformation, or maybe the fundamental, the basic social transformation or basic change that has to take place, even a single aspect of life, then we need a political organization. So regarding these things, see, a political party is allowed to bring in new policies. It is expected from them, okay, to get to new policies which are favorable for the people. So that's the reason when they are telling this, okay, while discussing, they said that yes, fundamental social transformation, if you are planning for, or if you are bringing any basic change, then definitely we need a political organization. So these words are said by Kishanji. Now these four ladies are totally discussing, so should we form any new government, new political party? So they are confused because what kind of organization has to be formed, that is not clear. This person, Kishanji, he never came up with the words, okay, he just said that yes, political organizations are necessary. But what kind of organization? Should that be just like political party organization, or what kind of organization is he expecting? So should there be any third force, okay, nothing but in politics, saying that yes, certain organization should be there apart from ruling government or say opposing government and all, should there be any other force that has to be added here? So they further are discussing regarding this itself. They are struggling too much because they are not getting exactly what they have to do and what exactly this person, Kishan, okay, Kishanji, who is actually the friend of these people, it is an imaginary story, okay, so he is so friendly, and what kind of organization is he expecting? So they are discussing here, it is for the betterment of people, no doubt, okay, but that is political in nature. And keeping these in mind, we form a party, okay, imagine, see, there are so many things. When it comes to people movement also, they come up with so many things here, that is struggle against displacement, against globalization, or against caste and gender oppression, and for an alternative kind of development. So they struggle each and every day for all those things. Nothing but if any injustice do take place for all those things, they are working on that. Imagine these are all are political in nature. But only because these are political in nature, should they form any political party? How about their goodwill then? Because people's movement is for the betterment of the people itself. And if those people have come for the betterment of the people, then they have to improvise the things there rather than form a political party. If they form a political party, then definitely they will think about election, winning, coming into power, etc. But if at all you are just a group of people working for the betterment of people, then you will not be losing the goodwill. You will be thinking and working for the betterment of the people itself rather than winning the election or being into politics. Okay, so this is what they are discussing. Moreover, they have faced lot of putting lots of pressure. Okay, so they have earned a lot of things wherein they have put pressure on the existing political parties and they can achieve many things. So what happens, you see, now imagine I am a political movement, see this a people movement leader. Imagine I am having my own group of people who are working for the betterment of the people. Okay, there are many political parties. Now, if I am very close to people, so definitely these political parties will approach me asking what exactly people need. What are the needs of the people? Should we bring any policies that they are expecting from these because when you satisfy the people, okay, when you satisfy people, then only you can win. The reason is democracy, right? They are the one who will be choosing the government. That's the reason what they are telling here. Many a times we have tried our level best by putting pressure on the political parties so that we can achieve certain things. Now, though we have tried putting candidates, many a times what these people movement, what did they do, the group? They chose some people to be a candidate in a political party. But they were not successful in that. So we should be happy that people do appreciate our work. So see, being a people movement group, okay, they are working for the betterment of the people, not as a political party. So that's the reason what they are telling. They are appreciating, people are appreciating our work. Okay, so we should feel happy about it. So one person among the group did not agree with whatever they said. Okay, so she said that Kishanji wanted all the people's movement, okay, to have different kind of party, okay, to form a party, but to be a different kind of party. Now she wants some party to be done, nothing but to form a party, okay. So what she is suggesting here, see, these people said like, okay, let us not have one. See, now we are working as a group of people, we are working for the betterment of the people. Let us not have our party and all, because it will be again problematic. But one lady, she is not agreeing. Okay, she is not agreeing, saying that no, we should have, see, if we have a party and all, like our own party, then definitely people may like us. So that is her thinking. Now, unfortunately, Kishanji is no more. Okay, can you people give certain suggestions to them? Right? Can you people think about certain things? If at all, imagine they are just a group of people. If they are having, they form a party and all, like they have their own kind of this political party itself. If even they plan for those things, will they lack with their works? Possible. Right? They may not work as earlier because they will be having, they have to think about the party, how to, have the leadership and all. So all those things, again, there will be fight, again, there will be problems, just like in political parties. So this is not, we cannot suggest this. It's better, let them work for the betterment of the people as being individual or as being, in a group itself. Let them not have their own party and all, so that again there will be like, similar to the political parties. So this is my suggestion. Please, if you have any suggestions, you can give. This is all for today. In the next class, we'll be learning many more things related to your political parties, that is state parties, how many parties are there, how they are working, all these things we'll be discussing in the next class. Thank you, dear students, for your patience. I have tried my best to reach you people. If you have not understood, please let me know about the same. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.